How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Carroll High School. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. Chris Cochran on the camera. This is Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play here this evening. Number 2, Class 2A, 5-2, Carroll coming off a huge weekend. Winning the Carroll Classic, winning all 3 games there in the Carroll Classic. They were the team of the week. This week, they are the honorable mention just outside the top 20 in Class 2A. They are led by head coach Raleigh Clements, one of the well-known and most respected coaches here in the area and the state. On the other side of the pitch is the Jim Laborde Leo Lions. They come in 4-2-2 overall. They come out of the Northeast Hoosier Conference, 1-1 in that conference, coming off a tie there at East Noble, versus East Noble on the 6th, as they come into Carroll against a team flying high off several wins in a row. And they will start with the ball, but turnover immediately. That is Reed Sprout. He'll survey the center of the pitch and leave it to San Giacomo. Langacher looked to spray out a Leo Lion, couldn't get it to him. Carroll now will filter back. That one's deflected. Carr playing keep away over there with Connor Hoot. The defensive stance by the Lions, and now they're on the tack. Here's Bryce Perez, and that one's cleared out smartly by number 14, Colin Schlatter, the senior. Carroll, as I mentioned, rolling high after winning the Carroll Classic here last weekend, over Labor Day weekend. So feeling very confident as that one's cleared, but not completely. Leo looks to play it back in the attack, and that one out wide. No one's there except for Connor Hoot. Carroll playing without their goalkeeper, Demetrios Lee. He is out, the senior. In to replace is the junior, Colin Copeland, number 1. He's a junior there. He does have 4 saves, no goals against here in the couple matches that he's played, make it 3. So Carroll looks to control some possession, make Leo work. Olzig looks to leach out number 18, Frank. Frank does have a pair of assists on the season as a junior midfielder, plays on the right wing here for Coach Clemens. Look at the speed by number 14, Schlatter. Tracks that one down. And let it will roll out to touch. And one of the captains, Schlatter, will throw in. Look for Frank. Kiefer left it. Delapore. Sprout has maintained possession. Nankoff look to get it back to Sprout. Now they'll filter back here. Good pressure from Daniel Frank. Good takeaway by Hoot. Look at the battle on the far side. Good no calls. That one ricochets off a Carroll player. Now will come out near side. Back to Frank, but just over the touch. Rolls out to Leo. Kiefer. Back to Corey Miller. Miller looked for Perez, couldn't find him. Perez, nice touch. Good footwork. Nice classy play. Tried to shield there to Delapore. And Schlatter takes it away. Captain coming up big there, right there on the edge of the box. Hoot. Sliding tackle by Perez. Nothing but ball, the referee says. Can he catch it up to it? Cannot. That will roll over the end line for a goal kick. Here at Carroll, we do play 2 40-minute halves here in high school soccer. 10-minute halftime. Copeland, or Copland, check it. Hoot. AJ Thomas. As they look to switch the field, does William Mann. Kept in. Here comes help. That was Jack Relly, the other captain. Sanderson looks for Fleming, but just too out of reach for Fleming. You can see the speed, though, from number 4, the senior. Noah Fleming does have 6 goals on the season, 3 assists. But he is a point maker for Coach Clemens and the Carroll Chargers. Busy day here at Carroll campus. Grade school football on the high school field. Varsity volleyball inside with Belmont here at Carroll. Great match inside. Summit City Sports, of course, is inside the building as well. Hoop. Wanted to get it to Olsik there. Kuba made a nice run, but just couldn't feed it through. Connor Carr battling with Delapore. Delapore comes out with it. Strong tackle and takeaway, but then give it right back to Mann. Olsik, look at that pass to Fleming. Sanderson coming down the center of the pitch, and so is Kuba. AJ Thomas, look at the ball control there, ladies and gentlemen. Stopped it on a dime. Strong defense being played by both squads in the early going. 34 minutes remaining in the first half. Sanderson, center of the pitch, surveys. Give and go. And they're going to call a push on Sanderson. And then Sanderson has some words. Cooler heads prevail. Back to the action. Free kick right outside the box. .33.5. It's him and Corey Miller. Two of the feistier players you'll see out here on the pitch for both squads. Good kick by Miller. Man-headed for Olsick. Good play out to the far side to Hoot. Fleming, and can't track it down, but will roll out to touch. Carroll will maintain possession. A.J. Thomas to throw in to Fleming. Fleming, Sanderson. Good touch to Sanderson, gave it right back to him, but Sprout was there for the defense. Relu. Olsick, left-footed shot. Just not enough on it, saved by the keeper. .32.5 to play in the first. Thomas, dispossessed. Beautiful play. Grant Weaver back to Sprout. Good touch, but just a bit heavy. You can see the skill there. The midfield, though. Too soft on that ball, as also a slip helped Carroll maintain and get possession here. Good ball to the center of the pitch to Olsick. Goes wide now. Who can rip it? He does. And easy save for the keeper and goal for Leo. 0-0 your score. There's a low ball right out to Delapore. Delapore with a good touch and pass out near side. Cuts it back to the center of the pitch on Stankoff. Finds some space. And what a ball. Just a foot out of reach as Copland missed it. Will roll out for a corner. First corner of the game will come for the Leo Lions. 31.5 minutes remaining in the first. Grant Weaver. Tommy West also heads for the short corner now. Picked up. Will head back out. Right-footed. A low ball. And cleared out by Connor Hoot. Cleared out, but that will be a corner for Leo. So they're second within 30. Need to put a ball here in the box. Wind blowing at our backs here at Carroll. See if that can pick up the, this goes low again. Carroll all over that, 3 players on that front line. Now out to Fleming, he's 1v2. Tried to find Sanderson in the center of the pitch, couldn't get it to him. Schlatter tried to clear it. Now does. Out to touch to Leo. Leo maintaining some offensive attack here. That's Carroll in the early going over these last couple of minutes. Ball comes right to the center of the box, so nobody there but Olsick. 2 Leo lines there within 12 yards, but that came out to the edge of the box, and no one there but a Carroll Charger. Now Sanderson goes wide. Look at that ball to Hoot. And Hoot does keep it in with a bit of juggling on the far sideline. Fleming, first touch just failed him. That did go off his hand. Handball on Carroll and Fleming, free kick. Setting there, 29.5. Left in the first. Miller, he's got a boot. Looks near side, just over the head of Delapore. Sprout. Olsick battling. Sprout maintains, and then Olsick comes up with it. Sanderson. Left it to Frank. Frank showing the speed now. Hops over a defender, keeps it in. Look at the footwork down here on the near sideline. Beautiful possession, maintained, and found Sanderson, who now found Fleming. Fleming dragged it back, now finds Carr. Carr has Hoot, goes to him wide. Hoot has some space, looks for the left-footed cross, has Fleming at the center. Keeper, the one-handed save, nearly as Frank started to come in from the far post. If that ball came off the fingertips, Frank was there to head it in or even chest it in. So good save there. Thomas will track it down with that speed, playing left back for Coach Clemens. Out to touch to Leo. West. Looks for Delapour. Back to West, right-footed cross. Top of the box, cleared out by Relu. Thomas. Sanderson was off on this near side. Relu. Frank. Switches spots with Sanderson here. Now Rome in the center. And he looked to go wide, just off West's foot. That was a beautifully paced ball. Hoot, and taken away. Langacher. That could have been a breakaway if Langacher didn't come up with that. 27 and a half minutes left in the first. 0-0 your score. Into Delapour. West. Hoot giving good pressure on that left side for Carroll. Olsig has been doing the same. Tried that first touch. Carroll. Frank will keep it in. Let it roll out. Sanderson. Has Olsig, does go to him. Olsig with a little bit of space. Good ball, he'll rip it from there. It's gonna go to the left foot. Cleared out. Foul called on Olsig there. Referee's not liking any hands at all, but it's been consistent in the early going. This is SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Follow us on Facebook. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. It's a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Fleming. Turn and go. Tries to split the defense and does. Now come down to West. Olsik tried to head it to the far side to Hoot. Carr and Relu. Weaver dispossessed. Now to man. Olsik. Far side to Carr. Excuse me, Hoot. Looks for Fleming. This is where Fleming's crafty. Now comes to Olsig. Carr has Sanderson. Chooses to go up top to Frank. Frank turns and gets a shot off, but blocked immediately. Good cut to the center of the box to receive that pass and at least put some attack there on Leo. 25 minutes remaining in the first. 0-0 still your score. It's a foul on man. Pulled the shorts of the offensive player. Free kick for Leo. West will leave it to Langacher. Puts it at the top of the box. Man has it out. Olsik plays it. West will keep it in. Good turn by Nankoff. Delapour, just can't get to it, but it looked like it went off a Carroll player. It did not. Goal kick for the Chargers. Substitutions on the pitch. Trent Taylor in, the junior, for Connor Hoot, who's been giving it all there on that left side. Well-deserved break. Or number 24 is having a heck of a first half. about midway through this first. Thanks for bearing with the cold, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll battle through. And continue the coverage this week of high school sports. Tomorrow night, we'll be at the Plex for Homestead at Dwenger. That's another boys soccer matchup. That's tomorrow evening. And of course, follow us on our coverage every Friday night, as we love to cover the SAC football here in Fort Wayne. There's miscommunication there with Olsek and Frank. Luckily, it came back to Frank. Relyu now. Olsek to man. Just hops over man, but no one there. Nankoff comes to pressure. Man looked for Sanders and Delapore. Very active, though, in this first half. Number 3 there in purple. Fresh legs comes on for Carroll. Provides some energy. Number 20, Trent Taylor. Carr. Olsek. Olsek has Relyu on this near side. Goes to the left foot, another shot, blocked. I believe that was blocked by Thomas. Still a chance, left-footed cross comes in, and there's the save. Big boot. Great touch by Grant Weber. Then dispossessed by Schlatter, but outstanding first touch to settle that long ball. Schlatter try to give and go with Thomas. And that is a beautiful ball. Onside is Nankoff. Has Perez going down the center of the pitch. Relyu's marking him. Here comes the cross. Good ball. Relyu there. Comes out, and Fleming will try to clear it. Stays in by Sangiacomo. Delapore, man does head it. Near side to Perez, nice ball. Perez tracks it down, keeps it in. Relyu there. Great body control on Perez, and will force the goal kick. Outstanding defense by the captain, Jack Relyu, there on the end line. A good attack by Leo on the counter. Went far side there to Nankoff, who was perfectly onside. As we're under 21 minutes left in the first half. 0-0, still your score. Goblin. That got hung up in the wind, no question about it. Sanderson chested down, and crafty little ball near side to Riley Wilson, who just checked in, who does have a goal on the year. Look at that ball. Thomas, right foot shot, goal! A.J. Thomas. Once he had the opening, settled it right on the right foot and hammered it to the left corner. A.J. Thomas make it 7 goals on the, Noah Fleming make it 7 goals on the year. Number 4. Noah Fleming, the senior, all set up by Sanderson's ball. Here near side to Riley Wilson, back to Sanderson, who found Noah Fleming for his 7th goal. Beat the keeper with the right foot, left side, bottom corner. 1-0's your score. Carroll on top. I believe there was a whistle, handball, called on Carroll. 1-0 your score, we're under 20 minutes. See the offensive prowess, though, of the Carroll Chargers. Right when you think you have them on the defense. Play a beautiful ball. Sanderson to Riley Wilson, back to Sanderson, who played it beautifully to Noah Fleming, as I mentioned, for that 7th goal of the year. 1-0 over the Leo Lions. Hayden Fitch also checks into the match for Coach Clemens. Fleming has such good body control, good slide tackle, but will be called a foul. Looked like he got all the ball first at least. Not called that way. Free kick here for Leo. Leo's had a couple of chances. Would say just more attacks in the goal, more shots definitely for Carroll. But it definitely seemed like Leo has been on the attack quite a bit. Here's Sanderson. He's going to need good defensive pressure in the back there for 4 and 15. That's Miller and Langacker for Leo. Just pinched on Fleming. Now out to Carr. That's Fitch. Fitch. Here, Coach Clemens to my left side here, yelling at the boys to be quicker. Far side. It's Trent Taylor. Nice ball to Nankoff, had a great back heel touch, but there was Schlatter in position as he normally is. One of the more outstanding center backs in the area. .17.5 minutes remaining in the first. 1-0 Carroll on top of Leo. Battle of 2As. Leo coming off a 0-0 tie against East Noble. Leo tries to keep pressure on. I believe he was off. Was Weber even have got to him. Fitch. Sanderson. Good ball to Fleming. Fleming. So controlled on the ball. Carr. Surveys. Smartly comes wide to Thomas. Shows the speed and keeps it in. Anderson. Man. Carr. Try to find Sanderson, broken up by Cold Marchildon for Leo as they try to attack up to Perez. Perez on that far side, but that will roll out to touch to Carroll. 16 minutes remaining in the first. Man will throw in on that far side. He'll now toss it to A.J. Thomas, who will toss it into this right back to Man. So Thomas, Man, Schlatter, and Fitch, your 4 backs for Carroll as they try to keep the Lions out of the goal in this last 16 minutes. The ball out to Taylor. Taylor shows some good speed, splits the defense, had Fleming to his left side, chose to go to Sanderson in the middle, but Fleming definitely wanted that ball left side as he had a beautiful angle. Free kick on the penalty. Foul there on Leo. Miller chose to go short. Marchildon closed down by Carr. What a ball and beautiful first touch by Leo. Tried to one-time it in. Couldn't get it done, could Matt Heck. Then out to touch, back to Leo to attack the top of the box. Or Leo, they just can't push it through in that last third here against this stout Carroll Charger defense. Anderson, look for Fleming. Taylor could track this down. Good speed on that far side, but there was number 4, Langacker there, who flicks it off of Fleming, out to touch to Leo. All alone near side. Riley Wilson or Sanderson. And that will definitely be a foul on Riley Wilson. Those two are tangled up earlier. 14 minutes remaining in the first. Free kick coming for Carroll. It's a dangerous spot. Watch Fleming to dart to that far post. Fleming and Mann toying with the defense. It's a miss touch there as they try to leave it. On the first touch, couldn't do it. Mann tried to track back. Sanderson got his foot in there. Does finally settle to Leo. Out to touch to the Lions. 13 and a half minutes remaining in the first. 1-0. Carroll on top. That will roll out for a corner. Went off of Thomas. Third quarter here for Leo. Both of the last corners were low, short corners. Like to see him do something a bit different. The ball in the air. Like to see West and his size get his head on one, maybe Sprout. Right-footed outswinger, I believe that's Perez. And another short. They try to one-timer up. Ball's loose. Thomas flicks it out. That was a dangerous ball in. You can see what they were trying to do on that low corner. Get that first touch right outside the post. Flick it in towards the center of the penalty area. Cross comes in, but no Leo Lyon there to put any pressure on Carroll. Rolls out for a goal kick for Carroll. Daniel Frank's gonna check back in. Alex Anderson, the senior, out.
39 Chargers.
Colin Schlatter. Look at that touch by Fleming. Little right heel, back heel. Just flicked it over the left thigh of the Leo Lion, but couldn't maintain possession out of that. But that was a classy play on the ball for Noah Fleming. Outstanding player up top for Carroll. Carroll keeps coming at you with waves of players, fresh legs. Near side, Riley Wilson. Lots of space. Has Taylor up top. Taylor tries to battle on Miller. Leo looks to maintain some possession. Making Carroll defense a little bit. And giving away off the corner post for a goal kick. Just under 11 minutes, 1-0 is your score here at Carroll High School. Battle of two ways. Carroll up 1-0 over Leo. Kaplan with the goal kick. Ball comes out just short of midfield. Headed back in the danger zone. Settles down to Heck. Slipped on the pitch. Fitch, the near side. Nankoff tracked it down for Leo. Nearly dispossessed. Now we have a foul. Who's it on? It's on Leo and Nankoff. He's surprised by that as well. Schlatter. He'll look to take this free kick. Up 1-0, just under 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Of course, want to give a big thanks and shout out to Athletic Director Dan Ginder. Always a gracious host here at Carroll High School, no matter what the event here with SummitCitySports.com. Leo back on the attack. That was a great sliding tackle by Thomas, making two of them. That stopped, or it nearly delayed, as it did stop that attack. Rolled out near side to Fitch, who has Wilson. Goes to Olsick. Olsick. Nice ball back to A.J. Thomas. Fleming. Fleming. This is where he's strong. On the ball, Olsick. Has Wilson the near side. Tries to flick it to Fleming. What a ball. Chested it down. And then pinched out by Leo and cleared by Will Langacher. Yankoff keeps it in. Peck. Tried a nutmeg on Olsick, blocked. Wilson. Miller. A misdirected header. Kept in by Kiefer. Wilson now for Carroll. Good poise on the ball. Olsick. Jake Anderson tried to leave it to Frank, who's now on the left side for Coach Clemens. Jack Relu checks back in. Out is A.J. Thomas. He's played great defense in the back for Coach Clemens. Sprout, center of the pitch, has Perez streaking on this near side. Now does. Can Perez keep it in? Just does. Good speed, ball comes in, far post, off Delaporte's head and rolls out for a goal kick. But once again, good attack for Leo. Just can't put it through in that last third. Sprout played a well ball to this near side to Perez. 7 minutes remaining in the match here in this first half. Fleming. Olsick has Wilson all alone on the near side. Had to force it to Relu. Cleared out by Leo. Olsick plays a nice ball. Now Wilson has space. Cuts it back to the center of the pitch. Olsick now. Off the referee. And that will roll out the touch to Carroll. Alex Anderson, the check back in. He will replace Noah Fleming, who has the only goal on the match so far. That game in the 20th minute. On some beautiful team ball for Carroll, finished the outstanding scorer, Noah Fleming. Puts his 7th goal in of the season. Beat the goalie one-on-one on that through ball. Wilson. Sanderson comes up to take. Good right-footed pass. Now finds Olsick, who's all alone. He'll rip it left foot and blocked. Good pressure by both players. Far side now to Frank. Frank cuts it to the end line. Crosses it in, headed out by Miller. Strong defensive play by their center back, Corey Miller. Here comes Sprout. Has some help. Sprout needs to go wide. Wanted to go to Delaporte. Delaporte came right into Sprout. 1-0 Carroll on top, 5 minutes. Here's Relu. Footwork. Leaves it to Frank, left foot across. Sanderson at the top of the box, nearly got to him. 50-50 ball. Leo comes out with it, not cleared yet. Sanderson tries to chest it down, a little juggling. Flicked it on, and Miller's gonna clear it out. Perez keeps it in, but there's Fitch. Fitch with a nice play to step up to keep the attack alive, but then couldn't find Sanderson. San Giacomo. Teleport. Could have been a handball. San Giacomo. Wilson on him. Good ball to the far side to West. West, just too heavy of a first touch. Relu picks it off. And here comes Carroll. Carroll and Jack Relu tried to leave it to Olzik, but was just played behind him. Good play by Jack Relu. Just came out and pushed the Leo line right off the ball. Dispossessed. Olzik now will start the attack. Frank does keep it in and shows the speed. Has Taylor down the center of the pitch. And that rolls out for a corner to Carroll. Good pressure by Daniel Frank. Carroll with his first corner of the match. Olzik will head over to the corner flag to take it. This will be a left-footed outswinger here for Koopa Olzik. There it comes. Right down the center. Sanderson was there. Headed it near Taylor's area. Kept it in, who pokes it back to Olzik. Attack still alive. That was a good touch. As West will foul Olzik. And Olzik still down. Two and a half minutes remaining in this first half. Olzik's been outstanding in the center of the pitch for Coach Clemens. As it looks like they'll go to Connor Carr. Olzik up now. Checking for blood, it looks like. So they do stop the clock, and they'll get the substitution as the clock is stopped. Olzik out. Connor Carr in. Toughness. So free kick, two-man wall for Leo. That's Sanderson with the right and Relu with the left. Comes back to Sanderson. Sanderson trying to fight off Delapore. Does, takes a right-footed shot and skied it. Will roll out for a goal kick. 2:10 remaining in this first half. 1-0 your score. Goal came in the 20th minute as Noah Fleming put in his 7th of the season. Carroll continues to roll, coming off their huge win at the Carroll Classic. Going 3-0 in that home tournament. Frank tried to get to it, knocked down Sprout, and that will roll out to touch to Carroll. 1:40 remaining in this first. Relu, he's onside, keeps it in. Frank comes back to Carr. Good attack. Carr with the right-footed shot. Another skied shot for Carroll. And another goal kick for Leo. Miller will take that goal kick. They have the best boot of the team. Wilson to the near side. Has Taylor up top, finds him. Back to Wilson. Look for Carr. West is there for Leo. Then pinched out. Frank. Cleared out by Leo. But there is man. Out to touch now to the Lions. This is SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. 15 seconds now. As they have a free kick, but it's going to run out of time on them to put any attack here in the remaining seconds of this first half. So they will, Sanderson may look to rip one here as time expires, but doesn't have a chance. That's what we will end the first half with your score 1-0. Carroll on top, looking to improve on that winning streak and move into the Penn Invitational this weekend on a high note as we will head into halftime. This is SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you from Carroll High School. Carroll up 1-0 at the end of one half over Leo. Leo will start with the ball to start this second half. Last 40 minutes of play. Perez and Delaporte waiting for the whistle. There it comes. Perez will try to go wide. San Giacomo tried to spin out of trouble and couldn't. Sanderson now Relu. Carr. Sanderson. Olsik's going to leave it near side to Thomas. Thomas tried that left foot to Fleming. Couldn't get it through West. West taken away by Fleming. Poked out, but Carr is there. Carr has Hoot far. Good ball to Relu. Relu looks for the cross, cuts it back to the left, attacks the box, needs a cross, finds one. But that did, I believe, roll out over the end line for a goal kick. It did. Good attack by Relu. That was started with that beautiful through ball played by Connor Hoot. 1-0 is your score here at Carroll High School. Carroll on top of Leo. Beautiful night here in Fort Wayne as summer has ended. It still has produced a couple 90-degree days. A beautiful sky out here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So we are out for the first to fourth straight broadcast for myself. Tomorrow night, of course, as I mentioned, at the Plex for Dwenger Homestead Boys Soccer as Olsik plays that to the corner to Fleming. Fleming has Wilson with him. Fleming, good cut, has a right foot cross. Not sure if he was looking for Sanderson or to play it all the way to Hoot, but it did get to Hoot and that off the head for a goal kick. Friday night, Wayne at Northside. Varsity football under the Friday night lights. And then Saturday, Cathedral will head into Fort Wayne, head into town to play Homestead at Homestead, another boys soccer matchup. That will be Saturday, played about noon. That'll be after the JV game. Delaporte, Leo, only down one goal. Have had their opportunities, just have not been able to put it through the last third. Wilson looks to play it through to Fleming. He's on. Langacker there to clear it out, but that will roll out for a corner. Riley Wilson will head down to take that kick. Right-footed in-swinger. That's Hoot on the far post. Olsik making a run to the near post. Right down the center. Perez and man. Perez comes out with it. Look to release Nankoff. Cupped in by Schlatter. Now skied by Thomas. Fleming's there. Try to head it over to the far side to Sanderson. Beautiful ball. Sanderson now cuts it towards the end line. Look for the cross. Shot came in. Fleming was there, went off the knee. And for a goal, I do believe. That is a goal. Not sure if they're going to give that to Fleming or Sanderson. Fleming was there for the rebound. Put it into the back of the net for his second goal. 36-27 remaining in this match. 2-0 your score. Carroll on top of the Leo Lions. So come out of halftime, score within the first 4 minutes, and get that cushion goal, ever important here in soccer. That was Sanderson. So the referee now heads over to the lines judge to talk about it. And I'm not sure if they had a miscommunication on their signals. From the signal that I saw from the lines judges that they were offsides. But it will be a goal, I do believe it is. 2-0 Carroll, set up by Sanderson again, but Fleming finished it off. 8th goal now of the year, 2nd of the match. West. Perez, but there's man, tried to head it out of danger. Olsik tries to track it down, still deflected and loose. Did get to it, now Wilson for Carroll. Has Fleming with him on the near. Goes to Olsik. Olsik with the left-footed pass to Sanderson at the center of the pitch. They're gonna switch it now far side to Connor Hoot. Hoot had Relu making the overlaid run, kept it in. Beautifully done. San Giacomo was there though. Played back to him, and then knocked off the ball by Relu, and that will be a foul on Carroll. 35.5 minutes left. 2-0 your score, Carroll on top of Leo. Carr comes down with it. Sanderson looks for Hoot. Hoot still on the attack, goes right through San Giacomo. Still with possession, and now finally dispossessed by the center back Corey Miller. And then Fleming dispossessed, but a foul will be called on him. Ball by Miller. Relu got a head on it. Comes down to Olsik, who also got a header. Down to Hoot. Hoot gains possession and keeps. Comes back to Relu. Carr keeps possession somehow. As Wilson goes to him. Look for Thomas. Playing a triangle game here. Now to Olsik as they look to probably switch it. Olsik's going to play it back to Schlatter. So much confidence. Now to Relu on that far right side. Try to flick it on in the attack. Out to touch to Leo. That's Perez on that far side. Looks for help. Delaporte's the only purple jersey over there. Big throw in, looking for Nankoff. Nankoff needs it down. Try to flick it back to Delaporte. May have been better suited to come near side as West was trying to fill this right flank. But out to touch. Leo still with possession. The throw in. Connor Hoot tried to fit it through. Blocked. Come now to Relu. Relu. Only Fleming up top. Now Sanderson. He's going to peel back and wait for some offensive players to get in the attack zone. West is there to break that up. San Giacomo. But there's Wilson. Fleming. Build up now. Wilson. 32 minutes remaining here in the game. Olsik. Sanderson. Tried to flick it onto Wilson, and Wilson just can't get there in time. Keeper comes off the line for the snatch. Under 32 minutes. 2-0 your score. Carroll on top. Ball comes down to Relu. Perez now. Connor Hoot came back to help defensively. Sanderson. Stop that ball in the dime. Fleming, what a play to Olsik. Olsik now to Wilson. Wilson has Sanderson. Goes to the center to Fleming. Fleming, one-timed her. And an easy save there for Leo. But good attack by Carroll. Been very impressive here this evening. Started a bit slow, but they're going to call a foul on A.J. Thomas. That push in the back.
Stay high. Come in, D.
Will Langacher, right foot. He's going to put it in the box, looking for Perez. Man heads it out. Olsen. Wilson. Olsik will play it back. Kaplan. Far side to Schlatter. Hoot to Relu. Sanderson. Far side to Hoot. Sanderson's going to try and switch it. Near side to Wilson. What a touch by Wilson, just a bit heavy. He's played some great minutes for Coach Clemens. Quick throw out here to Sprout. Looked for Weber, couldn't get it to him. Sprout, tough collision. Perez, Leo may have something here. Perez takes it towards the end line. Left-footed cross, comes back, but there's Schlatter. That's not enough help in the offensive end for Leo to push a goal in. Under 30 minutes remaining in the match. Schlatter hooks up top to Fleming. Fleming does a beautiful job of normally holding it there for his offensive players to move into the attack. Sprout. San Giacomo dispossessed by Olsik, who has Fleming. If that got through, that was a 1v1. Olsik, Wilson to the near side. Look for him to switch it to Hoot, far side. He'll go now to Sanderson. Sanderson goes back to Wilson. And just played behind him a bit. Wilson couldn't get to it. Now to Weber. And man, collision. And we'll roll out the touch. So they will call a foul on man. Free kick for Leo. 28 and a half minutes.
Somebody's got to hold there so when they hand it out, right? Somebody's got to hold there. If they had it, you get it.
Langacher again looking to play it in off this free kick. Ball does fall down. Just under 28 minutes. Schlatter will head for the throw-in. Wilson comes off the pitch, having played outstanding minutes for Carroll. Junior. Does have a goal in this early year, does Riley Wilson, who just checked out. Daniel Frank checks back in, who also provided stellar minutes there in that first half for Coach Clemens. Sanderson got a head on it. Just over the head of Mann. Comes back harmlessly to Coplin, who will pick up. 2-0, Carroll on top, SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Good play by Hoot on that far side, chested down. And a foul called on Hoot on that far side, I believe, for a little bit of a push in the back. I know the Carroll fans not too thrilled with that call. 26.5 minutes remaining in the match, 2-0. As I mentioned, Carroll on top. Fleming, haven't got the official score, but looked like Fleming got that rebound and put that ball in on the second goal. He definitely had that first one. Schlatter picked that one off. The ball came into the box, but there's Copland. Copland looks for the quick throw out here near side to Frank. Good ball. Frank's gonna play it back to Thomas. Thomas. Olzig dispossessed by Delapore, and then Olzig stuck the foot in there. Outstanding. Fleming. Good ball to Olzig. Olzig being tracked down by Miller and will be cleared out to touch to Carroll. Frank looks to throw in as he'll now hand it to Thomas. Thomas looks to throw in, now into Olsig. Olsig tried to flick it back to Thomas and does. Good give and go with Olsig. Thomas puts it in with the left foot. Miller chests it out and clears. .25 minutes remaining. 2-0, Carroll on top. Fleming battling with Delapore. Delapore just got a left toe on there to knock it away. Sprout and Leo, here they come. Leo, plenty of time, just under 25 minutes. Good break. Deflected out to Perez, but Perez just mishit on that sweep, upset with himself as that deflected right to the right foot. But couldn't get enough on it. Copland now, big ball out over midfield. Miller was there, but that fell down. Fleming now will try to track it down. Can he keep it in? Matt Heck does, nicely done. But back to Mann. Mann tried to flick it to Olzig. Delapore's there. Not sure what the call is, but it will be against Leo. Free kick coming for Carroll. Just under 24 minutes remaining in the match. 2-0, Carroll on top. Carr. Man nearly dispossessed. Perez. As they'll set up for this free kick. So Fleming with 2 goals, one in the 20th minute in the first half. His second coming 27 remaining in this second. Noah Fleming put 2 goals in, now has 8 on the season. Ball comes in, dangerous ball headed out by Mann. I believe Sprout's offside, can't play that ball. Frank kept it in for quite a bit of distance. Now West will come for throw in. Dylan Carlisle checks in. Dean Nankoff out for Coach Laborde. Sanderson. Nice touch. Juggle. Miller. As Fleming comes out with it. Fleming breaks away again, right-footed shot, and make it a hat trick. Noah Fleming just out-hustled the defense, got the right touch off the chest, came down, broke away, one-on-one versus the goalie, and once again slots it in the back of the net, make it 3-0. Carroll on top. of the Leo Lions, making a statement here in the second half, man, also making a hat trick for the senior, Noah Fleming. Carroll can attack you in all ways, and they'd have the difference maker with Fleming up top to be able to convert on the beautiful attack. In great form for Carroll. Sprout, look to release Heck. West will keep it in on the near side. Finds Sangiacomo and dispossessed by Fleming. Having an outstanding match for Coach Clemens. Here's Olsig. Has Frank. Near side now to Daniel Frank. Frank tries to go back to Olsig. Olsig and knocked away by Langacker. Kept in. Saved from the corner. And Langacker will clear it out now to Sprout. Beautiful defense. Played by that center back there, Will Langacker. Sprout. And just out of touch to Carlisle. 21 and a half now. Sanderson. Olsik. Sanderson. Cuts it back to the left foot, one touch. Was looking for a shot, Olsik left, and a rebound, could he get his fourth and just skied it. But Fleming was there, but now called offsides. Carroll, you see the talent up top in that attack. Olsik and Sanderson and Fleming, oh my. Beautiful play. Free kick coming, or excuse me, goal kick coming for Leo. Out near midfield. Falls down to Perez. Schlatter got a shoulder on it. And will let that, try to let it roll out. Good pressure from Leo. Relu's there to sweep it out. Sprout just hopped over the foot. Sanderson leaves it near to Frank. Such control. Frank showed some. Thomas tried to slide tackle, and man now will clear it out. West, he'll look to throw in. We're under 20 minutes now left in the match. Sprout trying to cross it in, just misplayed a bit. Taylor. He tracks it down, out to touch to the Chargers. Thomas. Frank, he'll keep it in, try to cut it back and clear it out. Smart play from Malachi Wills, saving a corner on that play. 19 minutes. Fleming, good ball back to Frank. Frank with the left foot, cross comes in, far post. Olsik there, and just high on the header. Got caught up just a little bit close to goal, couldn't step back far enough to get enough of the front of the head on that ball. So just wide, or that would have been 4-0. That was a crisp played cross in by Daniel Frank. This left wing spot is giving Leo all kinds of fits here this evening. Another one that has at number 10, that's senior Alex Sanderson. Good ball to Fleming. Fleming, Olsik, nutmeg, but no one there. Ball comes out, here's Man. Man, that's Thomas. Back to Man. Man will go back to Schlatter. Schlatter has Relu. Once again, just gets to it. Fleming. Trevor Wise. Delapore. Delapore tries to flick it onto Perez. Schlatter got a piece of it and kept it out. They'll look to start a little bit of an attack here. 17.5 left in the match. 3-0 Carroll on top. Olsick. Good switch, far side to, is that Taylor, I believe, on the far side, number 20. Trent Taylor. Sanderson, give him a go with Taylor. Well played once again by Malachi Wills. He's come up big twice here since he's checked into the game. Now in, Fitch. And Jake Anderson for Carroll. Schlatter will get his first rest of the match. Well-deserved rest. As Olsig will check out for the second time. Two of the reasons right there why Carroll up 3-0, and they're trying to move to 6-2 on the season. That deflection about, as Carroll will not stop putting on the pressure here at home against Leo. Delapore. Man. 16 minutes. Thomas. Back to Man. Copeland. And that's Fitch on the far side. Just couldn't control it. Rolls out the touch to Leo. Leo looking to mount at least one goal to get some momentum and confidence going into their match against Belmont. That would be on September the 12th as Fleming tries to cut it back to the right foot, does. Now he's going to switch it to the far side. That's Taylor. And Taylor could not keep it in. 3-0 is your score. 15.5 left here in the match. Carroll in control. Sprout trying to track it down. But there is Frank. Frank goes right past the defense. Kept it in, tried to leave it back to Fleming, or excuse me, Thomas. Flicked it on to Man. Man now to Carr. And that should be a foul called on Sprout. Just pulled the back there on the left side. .14.5 left. It's a beautiful night here in Fort Wayne at Carroll High School. A.J. Thomas will look to take the free kick. Gonna look for Fleming. And Carr went to that back post. Just went off the head of Wills. So out for a corner for Carroll. That's Taylor. He'll head towards that corner. Right-footed outswinger. Comes to the top of the box. Carr heads it up. And there for the easy save. The laser kicked out, but that will roll out to touch. Carr. Relu looks for Man. Sprout's going to get to it first. He's going to take it out in space in the corner. Perez and Delapore. One Time shot. Nicely done. First true save for Copland. Comes with 13 minutes remaining in the match. Wide open over here on the near side is A.J. Thomas. Multi-talented player, played up top last year for Coach Clemens. Sprout. Thomas. Dispossessed by Leo. Strong play from Cole Marchioni, number 9. That one still alive, Delapour, but couldn't get a shot off. Closed out by Mann. You can see the offensive chances coming a little bit easier without the talented center back. Colin Schlatter, who was checked out, up 3-0 as Carroll. Checking in. Couple players for Carroll as they go to the bench. Sanderson, Relu, and Fleming will come off. I'm sure that will be their last time on the pitch. What a match for those three as they will have a seat and get some water. Kept in for Carroll. That's Demetrios Lee. Only goal kicker or goalkeeper for. Good play by Frank. Went with the left-footed boot, but just wide right. Good talent there for Frank. Didn't even think he could get a shot off there, but surely did. 10.5 left now. 3-0 your score. Carroll on top still. First goal coming in that first half. 20:15 left in that first half. Second goal coming in that 36th minute in the second half. And then the third goal coming in the 22nd minute, all by the talented forward, number 4, Noah Fleming, now with 9 goals on the year. Comes back to Anderson. Anderson to the far side to Taylor. Taylor looks for a cross. Knocked away, and coming off the line is the goalkeeper, still alive. Kicked away out of the goalkeeper's hands, will immediately be blown dead. Nine and a half minutes remaining.
Good for a Charger first down.
Carr splitting the defense, still alive, then taken away from Wise. Now to Sprout. Perez all alone on this near side, comes down to him. Can he get a touch on it? Just can't on that final third. Still with possession though for Leo. Frank closed him out. Kept in by Perez. Perez looks for the cross. There he is, nice. Weber up in the air in a dangerous spot. Closed out, ricochet. Wise looks for Delapour. Fitch, Delapour turns, but helped out by A.J. Thomas. And a foul called on Carroll right outside the box with 8 minutes remaining. comes the free kick for Leo as they set it up. Ball comes in, ricochets off man, and then cleared out by Frank.
Watch 25. Hey, 116. That's you, Robin. Speed. Pressure.
Cleared out once again by Carroll to West. West keeps it. Finds Perez, but out to touch now to Leo.
Daniel, don't let it out of here. Get Nolan. Come on. Brandon Price, drop.
Coach Clemens still going to the bench here.
Good job, Connor.
Connor Hoot checks out. What a match. As is Trent Taylor and Daniel Frank. Outstanding match by these Carroll Chargers. It's a tough Leo team that they have played very well against here this evening at home. Flicked on. 6.5 minutes. Lee. Jake Anderson. Subs now for Leo.
Malachi, call. 3. Will. Tommy. 3.
As Leo's going with the 3. Backs on defense. 5:45 remaining in this match. 3-0 Carroll on top. 1-0 was your halftime score. Out to touch, that will be Leo.
Will. There's only 3. We gotta stay central.
Carroll still with possession. Here's Fitch. And Fitch will just toss it into the offensive end.
Everything's out. Everything's up and out.
Demetrios Lee. He does have a boot, but just played wide. Tanzini. Dispossessed by Carroll. Still with possession, look for the cross. Cross comes in, far post, off the knee and cleared out by Leo. Here's Anderson. Anderson may take a rip from there, he does, but just too heavy over the crossbar for a goal kick. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine, who's a proud supporter of Fort Wayne area athletics and its athletes. Parkview Sports Medicine can provide the training, treatment, and education you need to advance your sports game. Have questions about injury prevention, sports nutrition, and more? We've got you covered. That's Parkview Sports Medicine at parkview.com. Big thank you also to Sports Center Inc., who is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer, offering equipment rental, embroidery, and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer questions or concerns about pricing. Sports Center Inc. is located at 5511 Coventry Lane, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46804. So 3-0, Carroll on top. We're under 4 minutes remaining in the match.
Trevor, you're holding. You hold. Sanji, you're in the middle. There you go.
Coplin. Boots out. Off the head of Lee. Anderson tried to flick it on.
2nd and 25.
Big kick over the midfield line. Prez left it back to Nankoff. Man, as man does not want to give up that shutout here this evening. I can guarantee you that. So much work been put into it this evening against this attack from Leo. Under 3 minutes. Ball loose in the air. Comes down to Delport. Taken away. But there was West. West now out wide.
Good ball, come on.
Weber, that's still alive. Delaport trying to put it in. Copeland came up with a beautiful save. Needed that one. That one may have been going in. Delport was all over that. A beautiful play coming off his line by Copeland, meeting that at the attack. 2 minutes remaining. And cannot be kept in by Carroll. Out to touch to Leo. 3-0 your score. Weber, near side. Now Perez. Minute and a half remaining. Perez try to clear out, but Sprout's there to keep it in. Sprout with the left foot, chooses to pass it. Good shot and a save. Nankoff there for the rebound and just wide. But what a save by Copeland, as they did call it offsides. Late offsides flag. But Copeland once again coming up big. Keeping that shutout alive here at Carroll as we are under a minute remaining in this match. Good ball near side. Carroll looking to put one more in. 42 seconds, right-footed shot. Couldn't curl it in. We're now under 40. Under 30 seconds. So Carroll will head to Penn High School this weekend for the Penn Invitational, as Leo will play Belmont on the 12th of September. That's next Monday. Make sure you get out to your local high schools to check out the outstanding high school talent, as that could be called a penalty. It was not. Whistle did go in the referee's mouth. I could tell you that. Looked like he was going to point to the spot, but didn't. And that's where it will end with your score, 3-0. Carroll coming up big from the hat trick from their forward, number 4, Noah Fleming. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for Chris Cochran, I'm Tim Atkinson. This has been SummitCitySports.com. Hey, outstanding match here this evening, 3-0. Had a lot of help up front with Fleming, but you played him some nice balls that led to that. He got one of your rebounds off of one. What'd you see the difference since tonight on you guys went out early, that 1-0 lead? What'd you see in the difference here for you guys' win?
Well, I think we progressed a lot. From the first half, it started off a lot, very sluggish, very slow. And kind of at halftime, we got serious. Basically said we need to go and pick the rest of this up, and that's kind of what we did. Me and Noah had a couple of good combinations, and that's happened a few times this season between the both of us. Now he's up to, I think that's 8 goals. So between the two of us, we've been pretty effective, so pretty happy about that.
Yeah, he's an outstanding forward for you that you can play some balls into him, and he put some good angles there for you. Talk about, you guys came off a big weekend in the Carroll Classic, going that you're the team of the week here in Fort Wayne. All the pubs starting to come now. How does Carroll keep composure? You're now a senior. You've been playing for a while here for Coach Clemens. What's one of your roles to keeping this team together here this year?
Right now, it's leadership and being able to go and create on the field. Be able to go and lead the attack with Noah and go and try and score goals. Basically, right now this is our, I believe our 5th or 6th game in a row with a clean sheet. So if me and him are working well up top, then we're going to be able to be very dangerous. Because we're not getting scored on. Me and him can go and create. We're going to be looking pretty good.
Outstanding match again, and good luck at Penn this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thanks. Fleming, outstanding offensive match for you personally here. You and Alec, as I was just talking to Alec, seem to have a very good chemistry going on right now. He mentioned the clean sheets, which is your defense is also pushing you in position as the offensive attack. How much do you guys practice that? Does that chemistry just come over the years of playing together? Tell me a little bit about that relationship with you and Alec.
Yeah, we've been playing for 3 years together, so and we've been playing up top together all 3 years, so we just know how to pass it to each other and score goals.
Now, I notice your game. You like to take that ball up top, hold it, let that attack start. Whether you turn and go on them right away or you wait for your attacking players. How much pride do you take in that to be able to hold that ball up on that offensive attack to get your team in an offensive stance?
How much pride?
Yeah.
Like
How much do you take? Pride. How much satisfaction do you take in that you're able to do that for your team, which I see as a huge part of your guys' offense.
Oh, I just have to do my job, get players up so we have better people or a better chance to score. Then I play it outside and then cross it and we have more in the box. And and it's just better chances to score.
Now you guys are coming off a huge weekend, won the Carroll Classic. You guys are the team of the week, as I mentioned to Alec. Now you move in, you go to the Penn Invitational here this weekend, so it doesn't get any easier for you guys. What are you guys taking out of this game? I know you just have a 3-0, but I know Coach Clemens is going to have some things you guys need to work on. What did you notice anything right off the bat that you need to work going into Penn next week?
We didn't come out too physical, strong as the last 2 games. We might have thought this game was going to be too easy or something, but they played good, and so we just need to come out every game like we know how to.
Well, good match again tonight, offensively for yourself and the team is an outstanding match. Good luck at Penn this weekend.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. It's a good match for you offensively. Started out a little shaky, but your guys got it going on there in the first half. What did you talk about there at halftime, and tell me the difference here tonight?
Well, mainly we just need to play sharp. We had a busy weekend, played 3 games in the tournament over the weekend, so we played, and this is a pretty good team over here, and you can't play halfway and beat them, and that's what we talked about. We need to play our A game, and I thought we stepped it up a little better in the second half and got some things going.
It seems like you guys haven't skipped a beat from that back 4 of last year coming in here. Colin's really anchoring that back 4 with you, along with Mann. But your wings, you seem to get a lot out of your wings, both defensively and offensively with Frank, and Wilson came in to give you great minutes. Talk about your overall team chemistry right now and how that's working well for you.
Well, we've got some pretty good depth. I mean, 3 of the 4 guys in the back are returning from last year. So we lost Jake Hill, which is a huge loss, but Will is stepping in and doing a nice job. And then the 2 goalkeepers we used, Colin played the night, and Lee, plays a lot of the other ones. They're both solid. So, and the nice part, Jack and AJ, the 2 outside backs, are dangerous, making runs up the flanks. And then, we have some pretty good depth. I can go 15 guys or so and get some play out of them.
Yeah, and even towards the end of there, as you're going towards the end of your bench, there are still players that know what they're doing out there. There's no question about that. Now, like you mentioned, huge weekend of the Carroll Classic. You guys are riding high now, going into Penn this weekend. Yeah. What are you taking out here? I know you're going to have stuff to work on. What is it that you need to work on moving into Penn for another huge weekend?
Well, the big thing is we just have to understand we have to play 80 minutes. Against quality opposition, Leo challenged us tonight. Penn and Elkhart Central will definitely challenge us Saturday. So it'll need a full 80.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck going into the weekend at Penn.
Thank you.